Hunt for the World Cup with Gavin Hunt, exclusive to Jacaranda FM.
It's all going to form at this point in time, but I still do feel a side like Germany, which I spoke about right at the beginning of the tournament, have got a huge interest in the winner, or one of the winners here, that's for sure. So for me, I still can't see it anybody outside Argentina, Brazil or Germany winning this World Cup. Off the top of my head, I mean, obviously the Spain-Holland game jumps right at you. The scoreline, certainly, I wasn't surprised by the result, but the scoreline for me, I mean 5-1, nobody expected that result. A few other results, a few of the African teams sort of getting big results, you know, a result like Nigeria against Bosnia, which I thought was a huge result for Nigeria. Ghana running Germany so close, you know, that was a fantastic game. I thought Ghana should have won that game. I mean, really, if you look at it, at the whole performance. Same with USA against Portugal. Portugal, for me, have been really poor in this tournament. Looked like lacking energy. Ronaldo, obviously injured, you know, hasn't played true to form. So for me, there's been a few of those results. But other than that, certainly South American teams getting through as I predicted they would do. Just get on about the referees. I think the referees have played a huge part, and I think they'll still play an even bigger part going forward. I mean, there's been some huge decisions. If you look at the first game of the tournament, Brazil versus Croatia, you know, there was two big decisions there that went against Croatia that certainly would have changed the outcome of the game, which they didn't. But be that as it may, there was another result last night with a penalty for Greece, which for me, I mean, it's always easy in with the replay and that, but it certainly was never a penalty, and certainly Greece benefited from it. For me, certainly Rodriguez from Colombia. I mean, he's been at a fantastic tournament. I think a player like Campbell from Costa Rica, who's on the Arsenal books, has been loaned out to Olympiacos. He'll come back to Arsenal. Will he get a chance at Arsenal? That's going to be, you know, Arsene Wenger's decision. I think younger players at England have come to the fore, have had really good tournaments. Barkley, even though he hasn't scored, but he's played with good energy. Obviously, the talking point has been Neymar. I mean, Neymar has been outstanding. I mean, he's just been a breath of fresh air. Argentina, I think the normal candidates there, you know, Messi really hasn't come to the fore yet, but I think as the knockout stages come, he'll certainly get better. So for me, around those type of players, unknown certainly for Rodriguez, and the boy from Campbell from Costa Rica being magnificent. I think if you look at what happened in Suarez's career, if you look at his background, where he's come from, I mean, the Uruguayans are a hell of a tough footballing nation. They live and die by their football. Maybe football is, you know, is more than life itself sometimes. You know, winning is so important to them, and I think they go to extremes to win football matches. And I don't think he's the only one in that Uruguayan side. There's a few other ones there as well. But what's happened with Suarez, I mean, Liverpool backed him when he had that biting incident, and he's come back and he's been a sort of a good boy. One thing with Suarez, when the going's going well, he's fine. But as soon as things go against him, you know, he reverts to sort of things that had happened last night. I still don't feel, looking at it, and this has been really in Suarez's camp, that he went to bite the guy. I think he went with the head, certainly, and then with his big teeth protruding, obviously came down on Cellini's shoulder. But still, to go in there like he did, I think it was a bit of, he got antagonized a little bit by what happened, but still you need to have a little bit more self-control. I think, my personal opinion, I think Liverpool now will try and move him on. Who's going to take him is going to be another problem.
World Cup updates with Gavin Hunt, exclusive to Jacaranda FM.